Owen delarose, and this is gonna be a fun series. We've created this house for him. It's a beach house, beachside. I just got this pack. This is my very first expansion pack, so I'm really excited about this because I've only ever done base game with The Sims 4, and I've never branched out and gotten any expansion packs. When I had Sims 3, I had every motherfucking Sims expansion pack you could ever think of, including the Katy Perry expansion pack. And so yeah, this is Sims 4, and I really wanted a pack that was going to give me a world that was going to be completely different from the world that the Sims 4 base game has, and I'm pretty happy with this build. So let's do a little tour of the house before we get into Owen. But I have a story going on the reason why he inherited this house, where the money came from, because as you can see, he only has $165 right now. That is because this house blew his bank. He really went full out on the renovations. He didn't have to do the renovations, but he did because why not, So let's get into it. You have, all glass. It is a studio, and I wanted to keep the size small as this is his first property by himself, and I didn't want to give him too big of a space, so I did keep the space small at least. It's still very luxurious, almost like a resort style, but also pretty beach bummy. He's a pretty cool dude. So let's get inside. You just walk through, and this is the vibe. So this is the kitchen. It's a pretty standard kitchen. You have everything you need. Oven, fridge, sink, some cabinets with some plates. I got this cool window that opens out, so while you're doing the dishes, you can kind of peek out into the water, peek out into the beach. It's a pretty cool setting. On the other side of things, let's go around here. Yeah, you have this right here, bookshelf. This kind of separates the room a little bit. Since there are no walls, it's just this big open rectangle. Got this bookshelf and this half wall to kind of create a separation. Okay. And then you have the living room space, which is pretty much two chairs, and oh my god, I'm still trying to figure it out. Okay. Wow, that view is so pretty. Oh. Okay. Hold on. There we go. You got the living room, which is pretty nice. 2 little chairs, just for entertainment purposes. I mean, the views, come on, the views are insane. Look at that. You can't make that up. Yeah, I'm really happy with this build. This is pretty peaceful for him. This is so his style. Let's page up so you can see there we go. Now you can see the awning that's above the bathroom there. But yeah, I had built this house and I was like, oh shit, I forgot a bathroom. And so I had to make it separate, but it turned out really nice. It didn't ruin the build of the house. The bathroom is pretty small and straightforward. Just got a shower, toilet, and a sink. Literally, that's all you have. Not worth really showing too much in that. But this is like your bar area, your outdoor kitchen space. You have a dock, dining table for outside. He loves the outdoors. His career, he's a fisherman for right now. I think that's going to change literally. I have to try it out because I haven't, but I think that's going to change very soon. But yeah, he's got some jet skis he inherited from his family. So basically, okay, let's go upstairs first. Here's like a little ladder that comes up to the garden. It's a pretty cool concept. He's got a couple planters. He'll be able to make his own fruits and veggies. I feel like he's a very earthly type of being. He is really into, this is Owen, by the way. Let's get into him. Yeah, this is Owen. He's got a pretty simple style. He's not too fancy, except for the fact that he has this really nice house. Well, actually, come to find out, one of his traits, I randomized everything except for his clothes because I had to at least coordinate something. He's materialistic, he's a perfectionist, and he's a collector. And I feel like the collecting part comes to the idea that, this house is a collectible for him. This is not his home. This is his family's beach home. In fact, this is his great grandparents' beach home. And his mom and dad wanted to go move out of country, and they had been managing this property since. But Owen went to school, and he just was like, I don't know, I wanna live off the land a little bit more. I don't want to be in the big city. I did the school thing. He traveled, he did all of that, and so he kind of wanted to already settle down in a property that was going to be super peaceful for him. Well, his parents sat him down and they were like, look, we're moving out of country, we're getting the fuck out of here, so let's talk about you taking great grandma and grandpa's property. How do you feel about that? And he immediately started working 2 jobs, getting some extra money so that he could come up with the renovations, and he did it. He had a lot of money saved throughout the years, and he was able to renovate this entire property. Now he's broke, but he's got smarts, and he's going to be able to bounce back. I really think his storyline is going to be amazing. And one day maybe he'll upgrade. I don't know, but for now this is just right for him. It's got a cool dog. Yeah, this is a really dope property. It fits right in with the land. Oh, on the side here you got the little trash can in the mailbox, just a little separate area. This is my very first build for this expansion pack, so I tried to use as much of the content that comes with this game as I could. Not to overdo it, but, make it look nice. But yeah, he had a lot of money, so he put his heart and soul into this. Everything is designed by him. The house didn't even look like this. He maybe kept like 2 or 3 walls, but pretty much he bulldozed the entire property. He saw the land and he was like, damn, this is nice. So, he took the route of just completely bulldozing the property and building his own structure. So it cost a lot of money with a lot of help from his family and friends and working and saving. So this is a property. Now, like I said, his career, he is a goldfish hunter. He just started. He works in 10 hours from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. So not long hours. He's got time to go to the gym. He's got time to do some freelancing stuff. He's going to get into that. He's going to start painting and selling his paint. He really just wants to be self-employed and make money off of his creativity, essentially, which is a lot like myself in real life. So let's talk about some socials. So I played literally a little bit before I decided to dive into a let's play, but he met this dude named Makoa. He met this, and I think that's his spouse, which there's already T in that. So Liliana had come over, right? And she basically was like, welcome to the neighborhood. And then Makoa, I'm trying to, get used to these names, but Makoa came over and he was really friendly. He brought this gift for me. Owen looked at that as a very, very friendly gesture, enough to start kind of low-key flirting, and that did not go well because he very quickly learned that, oh, they're married. But she came into my house randomly. I didn't invite her in, but I look and she's sitting on this chair right here, turns the TV on, and then she gets up and grabs a book off my bookshelf. Literally never met this broad. She literally came over like just now and started just welcoming herself home, and that was unacceptable to me, so I started insulting her. And Makoa did not do anything about it. He literally just sat on the other chair and just watched it all happen, and then we started talking about sports. So that didn't really help. This girl, Kayla is what we're going to call her. She was randomly on my deck in the front porch right here, and I told her to leave, and she got mad and strutted off. But I was like, girl, this is not your house. I don't know you. They're just being friendly, I know, but I was like, I don't care for you right now. And then this girl, Leah, we met because she was walking over here on the beach, and I just came up and said hello to her. So he doesn't know, he only knows 4 Sims. He's definitely going to get his social on. He has a non-committing trait, so I don't know how toxic this man is going to be. I really hope he isn't too toxic. But yeah, he likes to quit his job and break rules and stuff like that. So we're going to see how this plays out. But yeah, for now, he's got to go pee. So we're going to bring him to the bathroom.